Welcome to Marketecture, where you can get smart fast with in-depth interviews of leading technology vendors. I'm Mike Shields, and I'm here with Jeremy Arditi. He's the co-CEO of Teads. Hey, Jeremy, thanks for being here.
Hey, Mike. Great to be here with you.
Let's talk about the product a little bit more. In terms of, is this the kind of product where you hand off this to publishers and they sell it? Is it, or do you interact with advertisers, or does it vary by partner? What does it look like?
Yeah, so maybe let me just touch quickly on how the technology and the product has evolved since that original concept that I was describing earlier. So really around this notion of putting video advertising into the heart of editorial content, we built an entire end-to-end platform. End-to-end because it serves constituents both on the supply side as well as on the demand side, and takes out a lot of the technology friction between those two bookends. So, for publishers, the original sort of ad serving and inventory management capabilities expanded into a full-fledged SSP that not only manages their outstream video, as it's become known in the industry, but also some of their display and native placements. And then on the flip side, for the demand side, we launched about 5 years ago what we call Teads Ad Manager, which is essentially the simplest way of accessing the inventory of the publishers that we work with. And it's a buy-side interface that allows advertisers and agencies to transact on a guaranteed outcome basis. So they can buy completed view, or they can buy clicks, or they can buy viewable CPMs on a guaranteed basis, because we have technology on both sides of the equation. And the overwhelming majority of our business today flows through that platform. Okay. And then the kind of quick in between layers, helping serve ultimately the publisher and the advertiser around creative optimization. We've built a lot of capabilities there to help advertisers run ads that were more optimized for mobile environments. How we develop very deep cookieless audience targeting capabilities, leveraging a lot of the contextual signals that we have access to and first-party data from publishers, and very advanced machine learning and deep learning-based capabilities, ultimately to help advertisers deliver on not just media outcomes, but business outcomes that they're looking to achieve.
So it's going to vary probably by parts of the world, but who are some publishers you work with?
Yeah, so if you think about the U.S. market, some of the folks that we work with include ESPN, Condé Nast, Washington Post, Vice Media, just to name a few. And I think that's a sort of fairly representative sample set of the types of publishers that we would work with in a lot of the other markets that we operate in.
So just to be clear, can you, with a Vice or an ESPN, can an advertiser go to them directly and they'll sell this inventory with their other stuff, or is it always through a marketplace and you don't know exactly where your ads are going to run, or is it all kinds of different ways you can buy this inventory?
Yeah, so great question. So we empower the publishers using our technology to be able to sell the ads and the ad slots that we help them create directly. And we have a lot of publishers who use our technology to power some of their direct sold efforts as part of a broader publisher-specific buy. And then we also have agencies and advertisers who buy on a marketplace basis and who have a high level of control. We're never selling one publisher at a time, but they have a general sense of and a high level of transparency on where their ads are running, what the volumes are, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. So it's not like an ESPN can sell this inventory directly, but a brand can't go through the programmatic channels and just cherry pick what they want and go around the sales team. That's not the idea.
So yeah, the idea is really to sell more on an aggregated basis if they're buying through our marketplace. Right. And if an advertiser or an agency is focused on cherry picking one specific site, then we highly encourage them to be talking specifically to, that publisher. Okay. And we actually do not sell. If we are the sellers through kind of a marketplace approach, we would never sell anything that has typically less than 25, 30 different publishers, and typically it's a lot more than that.